Presented by Be Kind Always. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts below. "You're nothing, just a scared little mouse," sneered Tasha, her voice echoing through the near-empty parking lot behind Jefferson High. Her group of friends, 4 of them, all as cruel as her, surrounded a single girl standing alone near the back fence. The girl clutched her sketchbook to her chest, her knuckles white, her eyes lowered. Her name was Leena Carter, 16, soft-spoken, and barely noticeable in the sea of high school chaos. She wasn't unpopular, just invisible. The kind of girl who sat in the back of every class, always drawing, barely speaking, never fighting back. But today, something was different. The build-up. Leena had endured a lot over the past few years. After her dad passed away in a car crash, she'd moved with her mom to this new town, hoping for a fresh start. Instead, she found herself the favorite target of a group of mean girls led by Tasha Grayson, a popular, rich, and ruthless 17-year-old who thrived on putting others down. Every day was a storm Leena braved in silence. She walked hallways like a ghost, tuning out the insults, the mocking laughs, and the cruel jokes. She escaped into her art, using her sketchbook like a shield to protect herself from the world. Her drawings were beautiful, filled with powerful characters, warriors, queens, and rebels, each one strong in a way she felt she wasn't. But what no one knew was that every insult, every shove, every cruel whisper, it was all piling up like pressure behind a dam. And that dam was about to break. The confrontation. That Friday afternoon, Leena stayed back to help Ms. Rivera, the art teacher. As she walked to the far side of the school where her mom usually picked her up, she noticed the area was eerily quiet. That's when she saw them, Tasha and her gang, waiting like vultures. "Where you running off to, sketch freak?" sneered Zoe, another bully, as they closed in. Leena's heart pounded. She clutched her sketchbook tighter, her voice trembling. "Please. I just want to go home." Tasha laughed cruelly. "Home? You mean that little trailer park you and your broke mom live in? You call that home?" The words stabbed like knives. "Leave me alone," Leena whispered. But Tasha shoved her hard. "Make me." Leena stumbled but didn't fall. She opened her sketchbook slightly, almost like it was a talisman. One of her recent drawings stared back at her, a woman in flames, rising from the ashes. It was then something snapped. The rage unleashed. Leena lifted her head slowly. Her eyes met Tasha's, but they didn't look scared anymore. They looked fierce. "I said, leave me alone." Her voice wasn't loud, but it was full of something none of the girls had expected. "Power. Or what?" Tasha mocked. Leena took a step forward, not back. "You want to know what happens when someone like me has nothing left to lose?" Tasha's smirk faltered. Leena's entire demeanor changed. Her shoulders squared. Her breath steady. "I've watched you humiliate people for fun. I've seen you crush others just to feel powerful. But not anymore." Then, in a flash, Leena moved. She reached out, snatching Tasha's phone from her back pocket and throwing it across the lot with force, shattering it. The bullies gasped. "What the hell?" Leena turned to Zoe, who reached out to grab her, but Leena ducked instinctively and slammed her elbow into Zoe's stomach. Years of hidden karate lessons her dad once forced her to take flooding back like muscle memory. Zoe collapsed, wheezing. "Get her," yelled Tasha, but her friends hesitated. Something about Leena was terrifying now. "You're all cowards," Leena hissed, her voice shaking but loud. "You pick people who won't fight back because deep down, you're afraid of people who will." Then, sirens. A teacher had seen from a classroom window and called security. The girls ran, scattered like rats, except for Tasha, who stood frozen, her face pale. "You think this is over?" she snapped. Leena stepped up close. "Oh, it's just beginning." The aftermath. The incident rocked the school. For the first time, the entire student body saw Leena not as the quiet girl, but as someone not to be messed with. The school suspended Tasha and Zoe for bullying, and the administration issued a formal apology to Leena. More than that, students started coming up to her, sharing their own stories, thanking her for standing up. It turned out she wasn't the only one suffering. Ms. Rivera even helped Leena organize a school-wide Voices of the Quiet art showcase, where silent students could tell their stories through art. Leena's drawings took center stage. One in particular went viral on social media. It showed a timid girl transforming into a flaming phoenix, surrounded by bullies backing away in fear. The twist. A month later, after everything had calmed down, Leena received a note in her locker. It was written in messy handwriting. "I'm sorry. I didn't know how much I was hurting people. You were right. I'm afraid all the time too. T." Leena stared at it for a long time. And then, she smiled, not out of victory, but because change had finally begun. The message. Some storms don't come with thunder. Some come quietly, like a girl who's been silent too long. But once that storm breaks, it can wash away even the deepest cruelty. If you ever feel invisible, unheard, or powerless, remember, even the quietest voice can echo louder than 1,000 screams when it finally decides to speak.